Welcome back to TWU Local 591 podcast. My name is Gary Scheibel, your local president. This is our weekly membership video update podcast. Joining me today is your vice president, Brian Coyne. All right. Today is May 1st, International Workers' Day. It's a day set aside to honor labor movements, worker solidarity, and the fight for the 8-hour workday and fair working conditions. It originated from the 1886 Haymarket tragedy in Chicago, and is also a day to remember all those who have fought, been injured, or died at work, and those who continue fighting to protect workers. So let me get into peer support. Tony Lepore reported that members need to closely look at their paychecks, make sure you are paying for the correct benefits that you enrolled in. That's both the company benefits as well as the voluntary benefits that you might have enrolled in. If there's any issues, questions, need to reach out to our EAP peer support benefits team for assistance in resolving the issue or answering any of your questions. I'll go into ASAP and compliance. Our ASAP coordinators wanted to speak about what they are seeing is an uptick in coaching and counseling events regarding tires not making their wear expectations after a maintenance check that was accomplished previously. So as a reminder, protect yourselves and your licenses. Always inform management of your right to union representation before speaking to anyone in management on a compliance issue. Another thought here is you have both a company tablet and likely your own cell phone. You could use them to video the tires as you inspect them, with the date, time, nose number while you perform the tire inspections. And keep the video for a few months just in case. But number one, protect yourself and protect your license. So another topic brought up, and just a reminder, if you find you cannot accomplish work according to the maintenance manual procedures or any other manual, stop and get the issue resolved. This might require a red line engineering deviation, or maybe taking the time to work through the steps with a tech crew chief or fellow AMT. Regardless, once the confusion or the issue is resolved, please take the time to submit an ASAP. This would be a proactive ASAP report where you see a problem before an error or violation occurs. So our ASAP coordinators are aware and might be able to help so the next AMT doesn't experience the same issue that you did. Brian?
Okay, safety. Injury count as of April 26, 544 total in tech ops. That's way too many. AMT, 343. MLS, 123. Facilities, 54. GSE, 30. Utility, 4. From Viva Garza, line maintenance business review, some good news when it comes to safe, unsafe discussions. With members, she reported that there recently are more positive discussions about members using spotters and less discussions about not using spotters. Keep this positive trend going. Use a spotter no matter how much pressure management uses to not have you use a spotter. I'm going to go into grievance update. I reported that attended the recent grievance review board, GRB. There was a pre-GRB conference with the IAM general chairs, committee men, President Scheibel, and myself. Mediation is scheduled by the association leadership for the scheduled RWI QC work being done in stations without AMT inspectors, primarily Local 591 driven issue, on May 13th. The other case, the overtime solicitation is being done by some sort of undocumented type of qualification, primarily a Tulsa Local 514 driven issue, is also scheduled that same week. I also reported having a meeting with Evita Garzas about the uptick in coaching and counseling and her managers refusing to permit shop stewards. I recommended Evita that coaching counseling is an obvious path in the disciplinary process, and those topics may eventuate in discipline. After those discussions, I reported that Vita will be giving her management team guidance that the members will be provided the opportunity to have union representation present. As a reminder, the union and the members are not responsible for finding a shop stewards. The company owns this responsibility of getting those shop stewards for any such investigation or coaching and counseling. Lastly, we've seen human resources and others try to use Zoom or Teams instead of in-person investigations, hearings, etc. This is not acceptable practice. Under no current circumstances, there was a short window during the COVID pandemic where it was tolerated. Is Local 591 willing to permit the company to hold virtual hearings and/or investigations? No. Field trip update. Executive Board member Chris Horvath reported that he tracked for the week of May 1st, 37 line field trips and 4 base field trips. Membership meetings. The next national membership meeting will be in the Central Region ORD on May 18th. Looking forward to that. Station visit to ORD is planned for May 6th and 7th. After that, the next national membership will be in the Southeast region on May 21st. Reminder, wherever Wi-Fi is made possible, national membership meetings are available via Zoom as well.
I'll touch on the maintenance program. So over many months now, Vice President Coyne and myself have expressed major concerns over the state of the maintenance program and how far inferior it is to what we once had. So the company has announced it is bringing back an old staple of our old maintenance program, and that is the CFP checks. So far, 6 have been announced. They'll be in Philly, Charlotte, Miami, DFW, Phoenix, and LA have 2 each. I did state the obvious that these CFPs will generate hundreds of cabin write-ups on the initial visit, and the company stated that they expect high levels of cabin write-ups from the CFPs. So the goal is to identify the cabin issues, document them, and those that cannot be readily fixed, schedule the repairs with subsequent overnight work. The company does expect that these CFPs will start the 3rd quarter of this year, so sometime after July 1st, once the manning is in place. Let me touch on fault fix. So our AMT Executive Board member, Mark Erler, wanted to stress to the members the real and dangerous problem that is the company fault fix system. Members used the guidance from fault fix to accomplish maintenance that was not in accordance with the manuals, and now the local is working to resolve that mess. So best guidance, protect yourself. Do not use the known to be defective fault fix program. Interestingly enough, this week, we had an executive of our company in the State of the Airline video bragging about the AI-enabled tools to help assist, troubleshoot, and mechanics in their day-to-day. She went further to say, not waste time gathering paperwork and really focus their time working the aircraft. Such a statement of not pulling paperwork or now, say, the electronic reference on an iPad would be a CFR violation. Until such time the company proves that fault fix is approved by the manufacturer and the FAA, it's not approved. Work or the reference on your iPad is required. It's a reminder, AI is not your friend when it comes to working 100% in accordance with. Only the approved manuals are your friend.
Let me touch on legislative conference. A number of local 591 board members, Gary and I included, are headed to Washington, D.C. to participate in the biannual TWU International Legislative Conference. So far, the primary goal of our in-person lobbying effort is to push for the new bipartisan bill with no tax on overtime pay for all workers instead of the current law that intentionally excluded rail and aviation workers.
All right, so finally, a reminder, we at Local 591 have a Facebook page, YouTube page, so please subscribe to them and get updates and notifications when new info is posted. That is our podcast for today. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, as always, any thoughts, issues, or suggestions for future podcasts, please send them to info@local591.com. Hope you all have a great week and please stay safe.